Hey guys, yes, it's me. I look different, yes. No, I have my natural hair out for the first time in a very, very long time. For those who don't know, I have been natural for I think 3 years now. I'm very proud of myself. My hair used to be really, really short at the back, and now it can go into a bun, so which is really cool. I don't need to use any hair grips, which is really, really amazing. Anyway, so as you can tell from the title, this is a Q&A about being a young mum. And for those who don't know how old I am 21. A lot of people think I'm older, so I'm guessing for some people you're like, so I asked Snapchat to ask me questions, and they did. And you know, I got reception, so which was good. And I screenshotted most of the questions, so I'm just going to be reading from my phone, so hence why I'll be looking down. So yeah, hopefully I have enough questions. I want to start off this question with a fun question, because someone asked me this. Shout out Sadiqa for this one. So if you're watching this, thanks girl, because I really like this question. You're in a store with a full cart and your baby starts to cry frantically. What do you do? I'm joking. What do I do? You have to stop. Like, you just have to stop what you're doing. I will stop what I'm doing and just try and get her to, you know, to calm down. What typically gets Gabriella to calm down is fresh air and scenery. So what I would do, I will leave the full cart at the entrance and leave it there, and I'll literally just stand at the front and literally just let her take in the scenery. Look at it, and it makes her smile. Just make her calm down, because if you continue just, you know, doing what you're doing while she's crying, you're just gonna either get embarrassed or get stressed yourself. So you literally just got to stop what you're doing. You know, time's not gonna run away from you, or if you're not in a rush, then great. So yeah, so that's what I would do. I would put her first and just make her calm down. Unless after I cry. I'm joking. What's your favourite part of being a mum? My favourite part of being a mum? Damn, there's loads of things. I think my favourite part of being a mum is witnessing your child's first thing to do, first thing to say, first thing whatever. Because it makes you like, it's as if you taught them, and you're just proud. Like, I don't know what it is, it's just that as if you've taught them something and they finally do it. I love it when Gabriella does something and I'm just like, shut up. Like, shut up. No way. But yeah, that's an amazing thing for me. Just shows that my little one is advanced, clever, you know, she has a brain of her own and stuff like that, so which is good. Another favourite thing is waking up to her face every single morning. There's nothing more I would ask for, just to see her face in the morning. And she's a happy bunny, so anyone who knows her, she wakes up and she's smiling and she's literally just in your face like because some babies just start crying straight away, and I'm so glad, because I can't do that. I'm like, why crying? Why? Are you not thankful that you're awake? Next question. Were you scared about having a baby at this age? No, not really. I wasn't scared about, you know, how I would bring up the child. I wasn't scared about how I will be with a child, because I'm really good at that. Like, I'm really good with children. I don't think I was scared. I was prepared. When you want to have a child at any age and you are ready mentally, or just ready with your partner, then nothing negative comes to it. Like, nothing, no worries come with it, none of that. Who wakes up in the middle of the night when Gabriella wakes up? Mostly me. It is mostly me. I did that quite a lot on my maternity leave. Yeah, Jermaine does it on weekends. I'm very lucky because Gabriella sleeps throughout the whole night. Being a mother, anything wakes me up. If if I hear her just turn over her head and she's like, I'm awake, I'm like, so I typically do it anyway so that I know that she goes back to sleep. How did pregnancy change your life? Should we say pregnancy and having a child changed my life? During my pregnancy, I had to, you know, I had to tackle a lot of things. Like, I had to tackle accepting that my body is changing. If anyone knows me, I was a very active person. I had a fit body. Like, I had abs and everything. I was very muscular as well, so that's why a lot of people said I had an athletic body. I really loved it, and so now, if you can tell, I've put on a lot of weight, but I'm actually, you know, on this weight loss journey at the moment, and it's going very well. I won't lie to you, it wasn't the best pregnancy. I had to deal with a lot of tackling with myself and accepting, just dealing with things. I had to learn how to deal with things differently. I had to try not to get things, like, I had to try not let things get to me so quickly, and I'm still learning that. So now being a mum with a child, I finally accepted that, you know, I can get my body back, so I don't need to stress, I don't need to, you know, be emotional about it. Like, I can get my body back, and it will come in time, so there's no rush, it all happened for a reason. So yeah, so all of that, I think mainly from what I've gone through, it was all mentally. And shout out to all those other mothers who, you know, have been able to fight. Because pregnancy is not easy, having a child is not easy. You go through a lot goes through your mind, and I think we are probably the ones, like, we are strong women, like, we are strong people. God definitely did not make a mistake with us. Like, he made us strong. We're stronger than men. So yeah, how did you deal with negative comments from people saying how you're too young? I wouldn't say I got a lot of I wouldn't say I got a lot of negative comments, because, you know, I don't take that from nobody. But you know, when you can just tell from someone finding out that you're pregnant and they're just like, oh rah, like, I could tell that was the reason, you know. I did have a few people say, you know, you're too young, live your life, blah blah, etc. And again, what I had to tell myself is that I can still do the things that I want to do. I just can't put it in a time frame. Before, I could go out raving all the time, but I can still do that, but it'll be in a different time frame. If I really want to put in a time frame that I want to be going out, I want to be going raving at least once a month, I'll have to do it in that sort of time frame. I can't do it randomly. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's a time, like, it's like there's a time and place for everything. You just have a priority. I'm young, I can still do the things that I can do. I have a great support system, which is my family. And they literally will always, you know, want to take Gabriella and look after her, and I'm very thankful for that. There is a traditional way of life, and that traditional way of life is go to school, university, graduate, relationship, engaged, married, have kids, buy a house, or whatever. That's the traditional way that most parents would teach, you know, their children. That didn't work out with me or my siblings. There's nothing wrong with us. There's no setback with us. We're still living our lives, and we're still great people. And that doesn't stop me from being young, you know? That really doesn't stop me from being young. Me and Jermaine have travelled in the time that we've had a child. People will say that's impossible. Do you understand? So there's I don't want to hear me say, I don't want to hear nobody say I'm young, okay? Now, career-wise, it has not stopped me. I found a great job. Career-wise, I never thought I would be in sales, but I'm in sales. I did tell myself in 2010 that when someone told me I should be in sales, I was like, never. I want to, you know, pursue an acting. That's what I want to do. And now look at me now. Like, I'm in sales. And that's another thing I had to teach myself, that, you know, I can't always plan something and it will go like that, or I can't always say I'm going to get this or do this, and sometimes it doesn't. And like I said, like, it's a different time frame. Like, it will come at another time. So regardless of me being in sales now, it isn't going to stop me from pursuing my acting career. How do you manage to cope living in Peterborough with a baby, especially being a new mum and your family living in London? Peterborough to London, to my parents' house, is 1 hour and 7 minutes, or 1 hour and 7 minutes to 15 minutes, yeah? It's not that hard, and that's by car. By train, it's 45 minutes to King's Cross and like another 15 minutes to my parents' house, and that's like all together an hour. It isn't hard to, you know, go down to London, but we've coped very, very well. And because we've put on ahead, it's very easy to go to our parents' house. It's been easy, so I wouldn't say that we have struggled or anything. Our parents are very helpful, so big up them. Is it true that when you have a baby, you see who your true friends are? Now, I haven't really deeped it. I haven't really looked at that. I haven't looked down my friends list and been like, yeah, I see her true colours now since. I don't look at stuff like that. I don't look at who's dropped out my friends list and stuff like that, because I don't keep up with that sort of stuff, you know, because I just haven't got time for it. You know, I've got my friends who are still, you know, still active and still, you know, by my side. I appreciate them more. I think more about that than those who I've lost, if you get what I mean. But I have had friends tell me that they start to realise who their true friends are because they start to distance, because different lifestyles. They have different lifestyles. But what I can tell you is that what I hate is that if I was to, like, if I see my friends going out and I'm that person who typically, like, you know, would be in that scene with them, like go out with them, and I'll be like, oh right, like you didn't want to invite me, and their response would be like something like, oh, I don't think you'd be available. Did you ask? No. So what's your, what now? What's your excuse now? I really hate stuff like that, because one, tell me in advance. If that was a last minute thing, then yeah, like I understand that. But if you've planned that and you've had time to plan that, to go out this night, I could have told Jermaine to babysit. I could have told my parents to babysit, or you know, anyone else in my family to babysit. Simple. But don't ever assume, if you're my friend, don't ever assume that I'm not available, unless you've seen in my Snapchat that I'm in a different country. Then assume. But I'm about, like, I'm local basically. But as for realise who my true friends are, I think I would give advice to people who are looking at that sort of stuff. Just look out for people who just care about your child. You don't want any evil eyes. You don't want people around your child to, you know, like, who don't give a crap about your child. Like, you want people around you who love you, love your child, love your family, and all that shebang. So what have you had to sacrifice whilst being a mum? What have I had to sacrifice? I've had to sacrifice doing random shopping and stuff like that, you know, because you've got a budget, you've got to put Gabriella's money aside and all that stuff, and having emergency money and stuff like that. You've got to think about all of that stuff. That's what I've just had to sacrifice, just doing random stuff that costs. Because me and Jermaine did that quite a lot before we got pregnant. Well, basically, we got pregnant. And those are all the questions that I received. Do I have anything else to say to you guys? I would like to say to young mums out there, don't be afraid. I think fear comes in being a young mum. I think when we take that fear factor out, we can do anything, we are able to do anything, and we will do it. When you have that fear mechanism in you, you just feel like that you have to stay where you are, like you have to stay doing what you're doing. But when you have no fear, you really strive, and that's not just as being a mum, that's just being a worker, being a friend, relationships, friendships, situationships, whatever. You really strive in everything, in every area in your life. And yeah, I'm still overcoming most of my fear. Your life doesn't stop there, but your life doesn't stop when you become a mum. If you're a single mum, you know, do your best to interact with everyone else, and make sure your child or children interact with others, because that's going to be the best thing for both of you mentally. Being a mum the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah, like, I think it's a blessing. I think it's amazing. If you have a child on the way, honestly, be excited, be, you know, grateful, appreciative. Like, God gave us this blessing, and he gave it to us women because he knows what we're capable of. So don't ever tell yourself that I can't, I don't think I can, or just say, oh, don't say no straight away. Believe in yourself, I think. Definitely believe in yourself. And this just goes out to any mum, not just being a young mum. This goes out to any mum. I love being a mum. I love being Gabriella's mum. I love my daughter Gabriella, and I love my family. And will I change anything? Never. Never, never, never. Because my journey is a testimony, and so is everyone else's. So don't ever regret anything, because there's greater things to come and greater things to replace what you've been hurting about or struggling with or tackling with whilst being a mum. And trust me, you're going to be glad that it happened, because you're going to see that it's going to be so much better in the long run. Thank you for those who asked me the questions, and I really hope that this Q&A has helped you guys. If you have any more questions, please put them down below in the comment section, and I hope to answer them. If not, just email me and I could definitely give more advice. There'll be loads of Q&As to come. Just suggest what we should do in the comment section. I'm gonna go to work now. See you guys, bye.